Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Off the Shelf. This week we're continuing with Biothane. We're going to be looking at health and safety and the medical industry. We're going to start with the medical industry. Now, the one that's used mainly is the ultra thin. A couple of reasons behind this. It's ultra thin, so it's very, very flexible. It's used as straps on medical bags, over the shoulder medical bags, or the thinner one possibly on a bag loop that's obviously for a smaller bag possibly. And the other reasons, or the other applications actually, are restraints of some kind, so either on wheelchairs or on obviously the beds that you see that go into the ambulances to secure the patient to make sure they don't fall off. And also you're probably looking at limb lifting equipment, things like that, obviously that hold up your arms, legs and all that kind of stuff when you've obviously broken them. Why? Why is it used in the medical industry? Well, Biothane have put a statement out there in terms of saying that they're hopefully cleaning it up and making it better for all of us, in the fact that this webbing isn't really webbing, it's a plastic coated webbing that's easily cleaned and easily kept clean. You can remove bacteria, so that's what we want to always do in the medical industry. We always want to remove bacteria. It's brilliant for that. If you've got obviously a project that needs it and requires it, then ultra thin is probably the way to go, and you can have it in bright orange colours so everybody can see it. Also, another thing that it can be done with it is, if you see here, we've got this which has been high frequency welded. Okay, what is that? Well, basically it's a way of securing it without using any kind of fittings or glue. So it means it's always clean. It's not going to harbour bacteria because it seals up the edges. So something maybe to bear in mind when using it. This will only work with the ultra thin because it needs to be obviously that sort of thickness. Ultra thin is about 1 mil thick, very flexible, twistable, knottable, all that kind of stuff. And obviously strong and durable. Moving on to the other aspects of it, in terms of the industrial side of things, or more health and safety, you're probably looking at lifting or other restraints or anything like that, or belts. So here we go. There's a belt, for instance. This is probably some kind of police belt or something like that, due to the fact that it's black and it's got no buckle on it. But very, very strong, very tough. Also quite nice to actually wear because it won't dig in or anything like that, and it means that also that's easily cleaned as well if you require it. Now, if you're thinking about maybe rescue equipment or anything like that, then sometimes for like dog leads or search and rescue equipment possibly, there's these two which are the same thing but different. So you've got super heavy standard or super heavy normal, which is slightly stiffer, and then you've got this other one which some people know about and some people don't, which is super heavy soft. So it's got a slightly different feel to it. So this one's slightly a matte, a glossy kind of feel to it, slightly slippery, whereas this one is very, very grippy. It's got like a rubbery, more of a rubbery coating, which is quite grippy, but also it's less likely to knot if you're on a 30-metre lead or something like that, if obviously on your search and rescue or any of that ilk. Biothane, used in all industries, used wide and varied, and if you look at these samples here, it can be used even wider than obviously the selection of stock that we have. If you have got a job that requires maybe something a bit different, a bit unusual, then please inquire, please come up to us and say something, and we can always have a look into it and see if we can get the right thing for you. That's everything from this point of view. If you haven't done also already, please sign up to YouTube, also Facebook. If you haven't done also already, the competition, the Biothane competition, 30 metres of Biothane standard could be yours, picked at random. And I think that's everything for this week. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.